Today's project is a classic milk jug. When was the last time I saw a milk jug in a cafe? Cappuccino, flat white or latte are standard order now. So that little cute object is no longer required or redundant? No way! They are nice little useful things. Let's bring them back on the table. I use 400-gram stoneware buff clay on the small throwing bat. This 6mm MDF bat is attached on the wheel with thinly spread clay. I form a cone shape to equalize the clay's density while centering it. Once the clay is ready, the top is pressed to create a flat base. A center hole is made using the right thumb, leaving about 5mm of clay at the bottom. The thumb is then slid to the wall and pulled up along the wall. A wooden rib is used to compress the bottom and set the internal size to 7 cm, which is the rib plus 2 cm. The right ring finger presses the bottom of the wall, while the left middle finger applies pressure from the opposite side. This action results in a thinner and taller clay wall. The edge of the clay is compressed from 3 directions to ensure its firmness. This technique, involving the use of both hands, is a key point for stretching the clay. Before closing the top, the internal throwing marks are cleaned and excess water is removed as I cannot reach this part later. I mark a guideline to indicate where the squeezing process begins. Using both hands in a diamond shape, I slowly close the diamond shape from the marked line and at the same time sliding it up. At the top, the clay edge is pinched from both sides to smooth the gathering clay. The same process is repeated. The top part is kept straight up to help create a closed form. The top part of the clay becomes thicker, so I stretch the wall to match the thickness of the main part. The smooth surface is especially important at this point. A sticky surface can create waves easily. This is the final stage. I don't want to create a belly button at the inside of the closed point. Once the top is closed, the shape can be easily adjusted. The trapped air inside the jug helps hold the clay in place. To achieve a round shape, the bottom is carefully trimmed. I use strings to separate the pot and the bat. A small ventilation hole is made with a needle to prevent cracking during drying. When the pot reaches a leather-hard state, the top part is trimmed, unless it already has a good round shape. The pot is attached to the wheel using water and skimmed clay for extra security. A metal kidney is used for the final smoothing. As the clay used has a grainy texture, this tool helps achieve a smoother surface, but I need to be careful not to overdo it, as a goal to maintain a warm feeling of the clay. A chuck is used to turn the bottom of the pot. My chucks are made of greenware, allowing for easy recycling. They are stored in plastic bags and, when in use, are wetted at the bottom and quickly centered on the wheel. Since they are greenware, they stick well to the wheel. Some chucks may have dried, so they are secured with pieces of clay. A small center hole is made to rest a finger to secure the pot. The bottom of the pot is designed to have a concealed foot ring. It can be a flat polished bottom, as the jug is not for hot liquid. Time to convert a bowl to a jug. I mark both sides of this plastic piece. This gap becomes a handle. I use a compass with a size set to 1.5 centimeter, so the hole will be 3 centimeter. The shape of the hole can be varied as long as the handle gap remains reasonable. I'm marking the pouring hole. It should be below the top circle. The hole cutter is the easiest way to make this hole. The top hole is small enough to be cut using a compass with a blade. I found it easy to keep the compass straight, then twist the pot. This is made from bamboo chopsticks. I have sharpened the end thin, flat, and pointed. It gives a different feeling compared to metal or other materials. It is gentle and smooth. The remaining work is attaching additional clay pieces to the pot to give it character. The joint surface is scratched and soft clay is used to bond the pieces together. However, it's essential to note that the soft clay is not acting as glue. It only helps in attachment. I pay extra attention to compressing the joints. Then cover the pot with a plastic sheet to slow the drying time. By drying the pot slowly, cracks can be avoided.